We are live. What's up? What's up? What's up? Oh man, I miss doing that. Oh, it's the list stream. We back, baby. Here with the show bros, Tom, Bob, Sharpie, Charlie, and Tarek. How's it going?
Feels good to be back, man.
Right? I was like, oh, I have my Friday night or Thursday night appointment now. I can get into an actual it's kind of getting back into school in a way. But yeah.
Oh, Dave, do you want to talk about school? That might trigger Charlie.
Yeah, it's great. School's great. Okay? School's good. We good over here. We great.
It just feels like we're fully back into the season, right? Everything is back to normal.
Right.
The games are coming. Everything is ready to go. Now we got the lit stream back. That was the final piece. Let's do it.
I bought my first 6-pack of the summer for this night. I said, I'm gonna be lit tonight. Let's go. Let's go.
Hey, Mazel Tov.
For certain, I made myself a drink.
Oh, you got the shirt matching the drink.
I was saying he got the shirt that matched the drink.
The coordination is amazing.
Big time coordination. Where's John Witherspoon when you need him?
Right?
That's a coordinate.
That's hilarious.
I need that as a
I did
sound.
not expect to hear John Witherspoon's name on the lit stream. That's what you get when you tune in, people.
Rest in power. Rest in power.
Yeah, for sure.
Legend.
Oh man. So I have a couple topics. If I can remember to do this every time, I'm gonna bring video proof. A little up the production value, a little fun to this. And the first thing I want to talk about is this insanity that happened at Enter Miami the other day.
Well, that was on his iPhone.
With the
he
red
was sent
card.
off. Yes, he was sent off with a red card. It is on the cell phone, and he's not. And you hear the guy. Who's he talking to?
He is right now. He's almost motioning.
Bro, it just has it on speakerphone, and it's just there's no hiding it.
It's not illegal. It's not illegal.
I'll say why hide it? I mean, how many times have we seen Premier League managers up in the stands and they're talking?
There's
down
like a
to people, they got
walkie-talkie or
headset
something.
Well, that's just
Oh,
because
well, we had to get right to it, bro. We got to get these. Now, here's the funny thing:
Game's
they're up
gone.
1-0 in that clip, and they actually give up a goal,
Yep.
soon thereafter.
Yes.
And then have to get the winner late from Suarez. It's actually hilarious, but hey, man, you gotta manage your team. This trophy matters.
So what you're saying is he should have just left well enough alone. They would have been all right by themselves. They didn't need
It
him.
could have been. Maybe we
down.
didn't need you tonight, Mr. Massimiliano. I mean, but
And they
Where
say
were they playing? Where were they playing? Who were they playing?
They were playing Tigres.
Tigres, right?
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. No. I was gonna say, if this had been, in an NFL stadium, it was just the defensive coordinator calling down and the offensive coordinator. They were just calling down to the head coach, telling what we were gonna run. That's all.
I don't think there's any team in North America that does more to skate the rules in a more comically fashion than Inter Miami.
And the league is always haven't seen it, don't see it, can't see
Somebody
it.
said, I believe it was Eddie Guerrero. Crunk, you know this quote: "If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying."
Well,
hey, bend the rules until you break them. Just keep going. Okay.
The reason why I shimmy entirely too much when I'm in front of a camera is Eddie Guerrero. Shout out to a legend.
Rest in peace.
And I don't know why I'm shocked that my show brothers are just whatever. I'm the one that's over here shocked, grasping at pearls, and y'all are just who cares, bro?
I do what you got to do, man.
Of course. Okay. So how about this? This time, this is at the PFA Awards. Mohamed Salah is being interviewed, and he is asked a question.
Stayed, and the club have been so ambitious in the transfer window this summer. Is this team you're playing in this season even better than last year's title-winning side?
No.
You said that so fast.
Tricky. I can't say yes or no. It's just tricky because you're signing very good talented, and also you let some great player very good player leaves, and what happened also with one of our teammates. So it's just you need also to give your experience to the new players, because they never played in Liverpool, and playing in Liverpool is not that easy at all. Like with the media they have behind the club and the size of the club. So it's a huge pressure for the younger players, and we try, me and Virgin and the old guys in the team, try to give them experience.
He didn't want to say old guys. He didn't want to say it.
Well,
he didn't want to call him the unks because he's seen how our fan bases responded. He was like, the old guys.
But here's the thing, though. He's not wrong. Like, it's a whole different team. I can't say right away we're better, we're younger, we're faster. But you got to replace Trent, RIP to Jota. Like, it's a lot of things. Luis Diaz, like, it's a lot of holes that have to be filled, even though they're talented. Like, and also, I've never heard him talk that long. And because I don't follow Liverpool media, so I don't hear a lot of interviews. But, like, I appreciate hearing solid talk. Like, that was a really good answer to be, like, thrown out of nowhere.
Honesty, but then was cleaned it up nice.
And I think he is so honest because, like, let's face it, athletes are like truly people that need to live in the moment to be successful. So like she was asking him a question that like would lead him to like think about something like outside of like what the now is. So he is focusing solely on the now and like his like experience. Like the now is like the now, his experience is part of the now. So he knows what that club was. So like he knows how good that team was. So that's why he's like, he cleaned it up pretty, like you said, Crunk, but I don't hate that he said no right away. Because he was
Crunk, I want to make you mad. Can I make you mad?
It was immediate. Good luck. Now that I've been warned.
I'm gonna piss you off. I want to give that man credit. Because he is the first player to win PFA Player of the Year 3 times. He's done it over a 7-year span, which is crazy. 18, 22, 25. Now, and I would say last season's probably like top 3 greatest PL seasons ever. Individually, like he went absolutely stupid. So I just want to put out there, all factual. These are not opinions. These are facts I wanted to state. And yes, I think we're better than them this year. We're gonna win the title. But I just want to put that on the record, like solid balled out. And he reps for Palestine and called out UEFA. So real nigga.
Okay, so the way that you ended, I can't stay mad at you now. Look at you, you clean that up. Clean that up.
He's like, yeah, I already knew.
Dang it, I gotta move on now. Okay.
I talk for a living. That's what I do.
Wonderful show for you all. Carrie, Meg, Swanick, and the homie Nicholsolian. One day I'll be able to. I said it just once, so that's all. That's the aim. Is twice.
Hey, you know what?
Nicholsolian.
You know what's frustrating? Not frustrating, really, but just go with me. When players leave at the end of the season, the manager just sat there and he done told them all their weaknesses and the areas that they expect him to work on and come back stronger in. Somebody should have had Crunk on a summer workout plan to get these names right. You can't keep messing that man's name up. He done been a guest for too many episodes.
He's a part of the network. He is fine. He's going nowhere.
Pep had Nico G on the sidelines. Look, brother, you're not going to play not another game till you get this down right now. You see what he did. He went off all summer. He came back ready to go. First game of the season. Boom, that man is out there playing because he was committed. He was committed in the off season. He was committed in the off season, and he got to show it when the big lights came on. He was able to step out there. Crunk, look, we're gonna have to get the manager on the line, man, because you got to get that man's name right. Now you might get somebody else's name wrong, but here you don't do it too many times.
The video of the players and their names, they'd be like, "Huh, you got to lock in, bro. We got to lock in."
I can say his real name. I just can't say Nicholsolian. See, I'm trying.
It's a lot. I get it. It's a lot. Also, did y'all know that G in Gavardiol is real? Like, I heard Yasko said it. He's like, Yasko Gavardiol. And I was like, oh, I thought that G was silent. Thank you, Yasko. I got you now.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, well, speaking of Gavardiol, speaking of Manchester City, it's time to bring our first guest on. For those who are new to the Lit Stream and how we do things, we have 3 guests. They come on for an assortment of time, and we just talk football that they want to talk about, So it gives us an opportunity to bounce around different leagues, clubs, men's, women's football. But we always start off with Sit It, baby. We always. And for the first time, we got on. They're a good friend of ours. You can see her in posting about anything, everything Atlanta Falcons. She's out there. Like, it honestly, it kind of overwhelms me. I actually just listening to them talking football before we went live. I was just like, my brain started fritzing out. I don't got American football in my it's not in my bundle anymore. It's just like, so shout out to her. Shady King, give it up for Carrie.
Hey guys, how are you?
Doing great.
Great.
How are you, Carrie? How are you this evening?
I'm doing awesome. Like, I am so happy to finally be here, and happy to make it to the first lit stream of the season. Really excited for the new season. So, thank you.
Definitely glad to have you. Appreciate
Absolutely.
you jumping on
Thank
with
you
us.
so much for having
Thank you.
being with us.
Yeah. So, oh man, how are we feeling after City, top of the table at the moment?
Top of the table.
Business against Wolves, 4 goals, clean sheet. How are you feeling about the game? Was there anything that stuck out or that you're still thinking about? Just a smile pops up.
I mean, yeah, I'm one of those that I'm like, watch the game, then I'm watching the highlights of the game, then I'm watching a podcast about the game, especially when it's a game like that, because you just want to keep replaying it. I mean, it was honestly a dream start to the season, in my opinion. I mean, like you said, a clean sheet, 4 goals, so we're already in first place in the top of the table. Holland back to scoring. I think he had a brace, which was nice. Mr. Inevitable. Yeah, for me, it was awesome. Like I said, dream start. I was very happy with how it went. I would say though, the first 20 minutes were pretty shaky. I was getting pretty stressed out. Offside was our friend. But yeah, after that Reinders first goal, I think he scored first, right? Was it Reinders or Holland? I'm sorry.
No,
I'm trying to remember.
I believe
I
so.
think, yeah.
Who scored first? I'm trying to remember who was the first goal.
It wasn't Holland.
It wasn't Holland. It's Reinders, right? Because I think he's the one who kind of turned it around.
It was Holland.
It
Holland
was
had
Holland.
the tap.
Yeah, because it was the goal
and
from
then the Reinders left.
Yeah.
And then the
Rico.
Holland left.
Was it the Rico Lewis assist?
Yeah,
Okay,
it was
yeah.
Rico assist. Yeah.
Yeah, Reinders wasn't, he doesn't get credit, but he really should get some type of credit for that opening goal because
Key pass.
Yeah, key pass. So key pass, a goal and assist. What a dream debut. Same thing for Turkey. I just feel like, yeah, that game was amazing. And hoping the same thing, Spurs home opener. Hoping we carry that momentum into Saturday. So yeah.
I love that. Yeah, no, Reinders coming in, doing his thing. Shirky able to hop on and insert himself. Tarek and I were doing the watch along, and it was funny. Before Holland scored, I was like, they've managed to have Holland do almost nothing. And then before Shirky got his goal, I was pointing out how Shirky almost has to be a part of every facet of the game because he'll go all the way back like Madarno and help the center backs get the ball up the pitch. And then he just kind of does like 1s, 2s all the way up the pitch. And that's kind of what he ended up doing on the way to his first goal. These new guys we brought in, they're super exciting.
I love it.
How are you feeling about this whole Savio situation? Are you a Savio? You okay with Savio for Rodrigo, or you want to just stick with what we have?
I'm one of those that I'm just like, I'm over hearing about it. I know
That's real.
people have become Fabrizio haters, which I was not a Fabrizio hater, but now I'm like, I'm seeing the light because yeah, I see like what they mean about recycling the info. Cause I'm like, I feel like this is the same thing over and over, which I can't really hate him because I mean that's what he gets paid for, right? Like he gets paid for the clicks and
Yeah, he
the
gets paid.
reposts. And so
It's
I mean I can't hate him, can't count his pockets, but I personally I think you guys mentioned it. It might have been Sharpie Charlie. He mentioned on the last show that you always want to upgrade at any position. You know, if you have an opportunity to upgrade at a position, why not? And I agree with that. Like, you know, treble winners 4 in a row. You want to try to get back to winning ways and start winning trophies again after what happened last season. So it's like, if you have a weakness, and this is really with any sport, like if you have a weakness on your team, like you always are looking to upgrade that any position. That's the weakness. So, I mean, I like Savino. I think, you know, he shows promise. I believe he's only 20 years old. So he's still very young. Can't score. He can assist. I mean, he had a good
Can't
amount of
shoot.
assists last season. Yeah, can't shoot, can't finish. It's a problem.
Can't
But I
shoot.
mean, but I mean, it's like, do you want to wait, you know, when your other left winger also kind of has the same issue in regards to Doku? It's like, uh I don't know. It's pretty rough, like between those two. I like them both, to be honest. And I like Doku. It's unfortunate he gets a lot of hate, but I'm a fan of him. But yeah, he I was kind of disappointed with him actually. If I had to pick like who was the
hmm
weak player on the pitch, I would say
Yeah,
probably him,
he was
unfortunately.
not
And
great.
yeah, and I went to both the Juventus and the Al Hilal World Cup games, and the Juventus game, the goal he scored against Juve, he scored it right near where I was sitting, you know, and I mean, just watching him play in person, he's so fast. Like the way he
Yes.
dribbles past players, like I love it. Like takes on his guy. Like I thought when I saw him in person against Juve, I was like, man, like he's gonna go into this season like you know with a point to prove, and which there's still time, right? It was just
Yeah.
the season opener. It's just the first game against Wolves, but I felt like, dang, it's not the performance I was hoping for.
Yeah, seeing Doku in when I was in England for the Brighton match. Yeah, just seeing him how he bumps off of people in person, it is unworldly. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
He's got that running back, ability to maintain his balance. What's your running back's first name?
Bijan. That's like Bijan.
Bijan. Yeah. I was going to jack his first name up, but his last name is
Bijan,
Robinson.
Bijan. Yes.
His last name is Robinson, so he's my family. Him, Anthony Robinson. We all family.
All
On
cousins.
my mama's side. So
Yeah.
cousin Bijan.
But how do you guys feel like about Savino? I mean, I feel like I don't know if there's no update, or I read a tweet earlier. It said maybe it's on again. They're gonna do a third bid or
85 milli, baby.
This is my theory. When I checked, like, because for some reason Real Madrid played like Tuesday. It was like the last game for La Liga, and the first thing I looked at was like the lineup, and I was like, oh, Rodrigo didn't start. Rodrigo was an unused sub, and so for me, like playing time at this point of the season dictates a lot because we don't want to get you hurt in case there's a chance that you could be moved.
Right.
So everything when you look at Savino, you start like piecing the dots together. It's like, Savino was injured, but then he put a picture up, but he's in the gym. His agents come from Brazil to England.
Right.
Rodrigo, again, it's two Brazilians now, like different generations, like 4 years apart. But like Rodrigo's like, I'm not playing today. And then Javi Alonso's like, no, I still have trust in him. I just didn't play him. Bro, y'all only won 1-0. Like you needed some players on the pitch. You chose not to go to him. So I just feel like we got to give Arsenal some love, y'all. The fact that they did,
bro. What is your problem today? What's going on? What's going on?
This is why. It makes sense though for us. They took Eze away from Spurs. They thought they had Eze locked up. Therefore, now we have negotiating leverage, and that number's only going to keep going up for Savino to where they're going to make an offer we can't refuse, which is all Savino wants. He wants to leave, right? Like you want to go now. You feel like you're needed. You want to go to London, have fun.
So
But
my issue,
I think it's a cycle, though. Go ahead, sir.
My only issue is I read today, and again, don't know how much truth there is to it, but I read today that Liverpool are kind of putting their toe in this water.
I read that too.
So
In what
my
water?
thing
Sorry,
is,
in what?
Liverpool is looking to go get Rodrigo because again, they're having the battle with Newcastle on Isak. Maybe he doesn't come at all this summer. So now they're looking for somebody on their left.
They need a
wing.
Diaz replacement. Yeah.
So yeah, because they're gonna play Ekitike through the middle, and then who they gonna put out. So if they go get Rodrigo, if again, we've seen Crystal Palace get that deal get hijacked, or not, I should say that the way. Tottenham get hijacked by Arsenal when they're trying to work with Crystal Palace. We've seen Liverpool step in and steal Ekitike from Newcastle. If we're gonna make this move, which I don't think we have to, which is why the club is probably cool with it. But if we're gonna make this move, I think at some point you got to go ahead and pull the trigger. Now, maybe Rodrigo already knows at the end of the day, hey, City are coming for me. We're just letting it play out. They got to play Tottenham. And I said this the other day. We got to play Tottenham at the weekend. There's no need to let Savinho go before that. Wait till after that match, or at least when he can't be registered. So maybe it's all already set up, and he's. It's all good. But I remember when I thought we had Dani Alves wrapped up. And it was like, you know what? I'm gonna go on holiday with the family. I'll be back, and then we'll sign it after the weekend. And then before you know it, he's up at I think it was PSG. I just don't. If we're gonna make the move, be decisive, get it done, get it wrapped up quick. Don't let it drag on, and don't let somebody step in and steal. Because the worst case scenario would be Savinho gone, Rodrigo going to Liverpool, and then we're stuck holding the bag, but nothing to show for it.
That's a good point.
Yeah, for
FFP.
So the unfortunate thing about this, for one, is it works on 3-year increments. So if it is FFP, they still have 2 more years to get their situation figured out. And they made some money off of some of these players. Luis Diaz for 70 M's, Darwin Núñez for 53, Kwanzaa for 35, and then Ben Doak and Callagher. Like they managed to make some money. So I think they're 120 M's over from what
they're not the red club with the issue. The red club with the issue is Man United. Let's be real.
Oh, for sure.
The fact you can be so terrible and your revenue is the only reason you can keep buying players. Like, it's stupid that Aston Villa had to lose players, but United can just buy Cunha and
that museum they got of a stadium.
It really is. Carrie, I got to ask you a question.
Yes.
Were you nervous? Thinking back to Wolves, were you nervous when you found out that Foden and Gvardiol were out? Or were you like, we're going to be okay?
No, I feel like I already kind of had a feeling. I thought maybe they'd be on the bench, but I didn't think they were going to be starting at all because I think I had read on Twitter that they both didn't travel, or maybe that was the day of or the day before. But I also thought I read Foden was injured or something, and I was like, wait, Foden's injured? I'm like, I didn't even know that. So I feel like I kind of had an idea a few days before just from like rumors I read on Twitter, but so I wasn't worried. I actually really liked the lineup. I didn't really know what we were gonna do at right back. I thought it was gonna be Nunez. That was what I thought, but it ended up being Rico. Low-key was a little bit nervous about that. Not to hate on Rico,
does he also make you irrationally angry?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. See, you get it. You get it. See, I'm not alone in this feeling, gentlemen.
No. We never said you were.
You're valid.
That,
it's a valid feeling.
What? Yeah, no, when you said that, I was like, you know what? Maybe that's the feeling.
Yeah, I am, man.
He's a bottom 10 player. If we play a lower level team, you play Rico.
Right.
You play somebody upper level, okay, Núñez, come on, let's go.
I feel like normally we only ever expect him to be in the lineup when it's a cup match or if somebody's hurt. But right now, because the depth at right back is bad, like it's him or Núñez. And so that's why I thought it was gonna be Núñez. But when I saw it was him, yeah, I got like I wasn't really happy. So I guess I was an angry feeling. That's the feeling. That's how you describe it. Thank you. So yeah, I feel like that's the weakness probably if I had to pick one. And it doesn't seem like we're going to be signing a right back, right? Like I feel like most of the fan base wanted a right back like all summer, and I don't think doesn't seem like any movement. So I don't really know who's really out there.
Do you rate
Um,
Nunes? Do you like him?
um, I like he doesn't make me irrationally angry. I'll say
That
that. I
Paul said
just
everything.
yeah,
That Paul
no,
said
he
everything. It was like, he's cool.
It
He
really
all
did.
right, you know.
okay, I'm trying to think of like how to express my feelings. It's like he doesn't make me irrationally angry for sure. It's not like Rico level, but I just feel like last season he actually was pretty good for us. Like I feel like he filled in pretty well. Like I can't hate on him. I just feel like if I were to look at like our starting 11 and from Saturday, no, we played Sunday or Saturday. I can't even remember now. Against Wolves.
Saturday.
When I look, yeah, Saturday. Thank you. When I look at the lineup, or when I did look at the lineup, it's like, okay, I love it, but like that's the weakness in my opinion. Like when I was looking at it, so and I think it's not really to be a knock at him. I just feel like he's not like world class or anything like I would consider a lot of our other players. So yeah, not
Okay.
irrationally angry though.
No, that's fair. That's fair. I feel like as a pod, we are, I won't say pro Nunes, but we're like, he's good. He can do
Yeah,
the job.
like right.
If we've handled Zinchenko at left back, we can handle Nunes at right back.
Right.
It
Yeah,
always
that's
works
a good
until
one.
it doesn't. And then when it doesn't,
Yes.
Pep typically will have let them go by then.
Mhm.
You know, Zinchenko was fine. We got rid of him, let him go to Arsenal, and you realize he's really not that great. Pep made him look better than he is. So I think, Fabian Delph worked until we decided, okay, that's enough of him. We got to put somebody else there. So I'm sure that Pep will be able to navigate this season, but I don't expect him to be our right back long term because I do think we wanted a right back. I just think we had our sights set on Tino Livramento, and when that didn't happen, it was like, all right, well, we'll wait for the right player as opposed to just a player.
Oh man.
Nunes forever. It's my guy.
Before we get you out of here, I want to ask you this, and I don't know why I didn't make this one of the clips that I showed. Shout out to the homie Dylan Meehan. He does social media for Men in Blazers. Cool. And he shared their interview that he did with Pep. And Pep said, he goes, I'm going to retire in 2 years or 4 years. He says, or 4 years. And so I don't know why my brain didn't like think about that, but like, how do you feel on the idea of Pep signing an extension to the extension?
Yeah, I'm like sign an extension to extension to extension. Like, I mean, to me, like, yeah, to me, you can't, in my opinion, you can't get better than Pep and what he's done for the club. I feel like you let him stay as long as he wants to. And I don't know that there's a manager out there that in this very moment that I'd rather have over Pep. So I would love for him to stay our manager as long as he's happy to do so. And everything's going well. So I saw that video clip that you're talking about, and I put like a GIF under it where like Pep, the one where he's like, yeah, like, I was like, yes, like that's me right now.
Yes.
Please stay 4 more years instead of 2. I'd love that.
Anytime. Be like Trump. 4 more years, baby.
Oh.
I don't know.
Everybody was having a great time. It was all cool.
Yo.
What was that?
Yeah.
This is the definition of you scaring the viewers. Like, come on, y'all. Like,
yeah. So, as a palate cleanser, because we're gonna get rid of that comment. As a palate
I was
cleanser,
gonna say, like, I'm a big Kendrick Lamar fan. I'm like, itch don't kill my vibe, like that.
she was like, wait a minute, I'm on the wrong show. So American football, you're a Falcons fan.
Yes.
How have you been a Falcons fan for a long time? You like
my whole life, yeah.
Okay. So who is your, and you're young, so your whole life probably doesn't go back as far as mine does, but who is your favorite Atlanta Falcon fan? Because Atlanta Falcon player. Because you
Big
guys
bro
got
like that. Don't you dare disrespect Big Bro like that.
What happened?
Nothing. Keep going.
Who's your favorite
got
Atlanta
Cam.
Falcon? Because you got Dion, you got Jamal Anderson, Mike Vick, Tony Gonzalez, Julio Jones, Matt Ryan.
Julio.
There's probably a long list of other players that you've seen that you may have fallen in love with. Who's your favorite?
That's
And then
a
tell
great
me
que-
why.
Okay, so can I just say two?
Okay,
Yeah.
by all means.
Okay, I'm gonna say Deion Sanders only because as the first one because I live in Florida and he's part of the reason I became a Falcons fan. As a kid, I lived in Georgia for a few years and that's when I first got a first feel and started watching American football. So that was like the local team Falcons. So that's when I started watching them. But I also mostly grew up in South Florida and
Okay.
the high school that Deion Sanders graduated from, I lived like 15 minutes away from. It wasn't the high school I graduated from, but like right by my house. So he also, I mean, he has a special place in my heart because of that. We are from the same county in Florida, but so I love him. But I also like the player that I just absolutely love. Like most of my fandom was Julio Jones. Like I feel like he's arguably one of the best wide receivers in NFL history. So, and
Roll Tide.
yeah, since I really started watching football and like got super into it, like that in his prime. So, Deion Sanders like was a little before my time, and like I was super little, so I didn't watch it live really. I watched, more
Sure.
like highlights. So, but
Sure.
the Julio situation was like watching him was live. So, I'll say Julio.
So Deion Sanders, you live in Florida. Does that make you a Florida State fan? Please say no.
No, it makes me a Florida Gators fan.
Oh, that's
Oh, go Gators.
That's
Okay.
okay.
There we go.
Yeah.
It's not as bad as
Oh,
Florida State, but it's still not.
Yeah, I don't like Florida
He's
State.
big
It's
U.
the
Oh,
U.
Miami.
It's
Oh,
all
that's
about the U.
cool. Nice.
That's cool.
No, that's cool. I don't hate Miami. I'm not a fan of Seminoles at all. I feel like
I
everybody
was gonna
hates
say,
Florida State. Yeah.
can't be
But
Florida State.
yeah. No, most of my family's all Gators fans and Buccaneer fans. So yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, please let people know where they can find you and the things that you do.
Okay. You can find me like sorry, I'm always horrible at like trying to point to this. You can find me right here on Twitter. That's my Twitter at. I literally like 98% tweet about Falcons and Man City. I feel like most of my following's Falcons. That's why I mostly talk football, like American football on there, but I also love talking, European football specifically about Man City. And I also do like FPL and, I try to be on Twitter with that. But yeah, I do like podcasting for Falcons and yeah, so you can
Wait,
follow me
score
there.
prediction for Saturday before you go. Are we beating Spurs?
Oh yeah, we're beating Spurs. No more Sun anymore. Like, no more Harry Kane. No more. Yeah, exactly. It was like first we got rid of Harry Kane. Now we got rid of Sun. Like we're clear. I feel like there's no reason we should lose that game. Home opener. Like to
What's your
me,
score? What's your score?
my score is gonna be. I don't want to sound negative because I don't want to say worse than 4-0.
It is what it is. It is
but
what
the
it is.
first thing that came to my mind was 3-1.
That feels good.
But I don't even
3-1
know
is
if
beautiful.
I don't even know if that's good enough. But it's because I feel like we just won 4-0 away. But for some reason, I have a player that I love to hate is Richarlison, and I know he just scored a brace, and I feel like they're not going to drop him because he just scored a brace, and I just have some feeling that he's going to do that like celebration that I hate with his like neck and head thing that he yes, that thing. I just hate it. Exactly that. I don't know. I just have a gut feeling he'll score one, but regardless, we're winning.
3-1. I like it. I'm here for it.
Devin,
real quick, can you guys tell me what you guys think the score prediction will be before I leave?
3-1 is a great score line over here. We call it the Sharpie Charlie clean sheet, the Sharpie clean sheet. So for us, 3-1 is perfect. I'm good with a 3-1. I'll take that.
Okay.
I think it's a 2-1. I think Thomas Frank, he plays us tough. All his Brentford teams were tough. They make it really hard. It's gonna be like that match against PSG where they were doing long throws and all that BS. But I think we win. 3 points for City.
Love it.
I said 2-0 City, but like scoring a late winner or like a late second goal. So it'd be like 1-0.
This man just typing names. Like,
Well, I was gonna say
like,
the Kudus name is
like Dominic
scary,
Solanke. You
he
got
puts Solanke. I don't care
good.
about that.
That's cute.
Yeah, he's all right.
Who you
but
got?
whatever.
Kronk, what's your score? What's your score, Kronk? Now that we're
Wait,
close to the match.
why are we letting Devin, the Arsenal fan, on
Here's
top
the thing.
on top
We enjoy
and
Devin.
like bigging them
need
up.
Devin. Kulusevski's hurt. He's okay. Now we know you're just typing names. That's fine. Keep going. Kronk, who you got?
Win by 3. So
I love it. 1 by 3.
Yeah, 1 by 3. We handled it.
3-0 would be even better, honestly.
Oh, that'd be
I just don't want a stressful match. Like,
especially at 6:30 in the morning.
Man, if I wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning on Saturday, like for it to be stressful, I will not be happy.
Yeah, that's
a Twitch fan.
It'll be 7:30 for me, but still early.
You don't want to start your day with that shit. Yeah. Thank you so much, Carrie.
No, I appreciate you guys.
coming on.
This was awesome. Thank you guys. I really appreciate you. Thank you for having me.
You.
Have a good night. Bye.
Yeah, you too.
Bye-bye.
Oh man, what a time. Okay, so next up we'll bring on Nickel-Zodian. Hello, friend.
Ooh.
What up? What up?
I use all 100% of my brain power for that. So
he had to slow down, sound it out.
Nickel-Zodian.
That's true. I didn't even notice it. Yeah, good job. Good job, Kronk.
You're
in mid-season form already.
No,
I had to defend you or just earlier because he was Calvin Phillips that came back from the break overweight, and Pep said, "Go over there, hang out over there somewhere. You not playing."
Oh my God,
Nasri, you overweight. Go over there. That's the form he was in. I had to get him right.
Yo.
Wow.
That's funny. Marc, I'm gonna start you with this. It's not on your list, but I just want to say, like, Club World Cup. How, like, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much did it mean to you? Because y'all won. That's amazing. So how much did it mean?
Me, I'll give it a 6. And it's mostly because we beat PSG in the final. And like they were definitely they were taking that seriously. Like they beat some hard teams on the way to the final, right? They're the reigning UEFA champions. So I think that was a big matchup. I think you saw that at the end in the way Coach was it Enrique, the way he was putting hands on folks, like he was definitely taking it seriously. So
you definitely did.
But yeah, like I had my feelings about the Club World Cup. I think it's obviously like a cash grab and all that. The way it was set up, especially with some of the start times, it's like it was kind of rough at points. But I don't know. It happened. Like that's really my main takeaway about it.
That's so like I like that. That's really even cute. I was expecting a lot more. Like verbose, like, oh, we did it.
No,
I respect that.
That's him. He does a pretty good job at being cool and calm, and
that's a good man.
Now and then he gets nice and worked up, and it's always very entertaining.
Man, listen, League or Champions League, like I'm maybe this makes me old school, but League or Champions League is what I get up for. Anything else, it's like. Like Conference League when people were doing the whole we completed the set. Like, I don't want to be in this competition again. Like, I don't care.
I don't want to be in Conference League. I don't want to know what it's like to play on those nights. I don't want to experience that.
Exactly. Those nights, out in Kazakhstan and shit. Like, nah, man. Like, we belong in Champions League. Like, this is what I grew up on. So. It's good to be back in a proper competition. If we win that, then you'll see the worst of me.
Oh my gosh, man.
So when
go for it.
So when is the UWCL trophy coming? Like, tell me that.
I don't know, dog. I don't know. Chelsea women's the transfer window so far has been kind of meh, right? It's not much has happened.
Y'all got
right? You already got a team. You got multiple teams.
That's what people say. Sure, I guess till injuries happen, and then all of a sudden.
But all of those people who were injured are coming back. Like,
well, we hope so. We hope so. Yes. Like Sam Kerr, Khadijah Buchanan. We talked about this last night on the 12s recording, but they traveled to the Netherlands, played in the preseason match. So, you know, like, yeah, it does look like we're getting a full squad back. And we did sign Gurma and Walsh in the winter. So it's like that's kind of counts towards the summer window, I feel like. I think like with a full preseason under their belt, they'll make Chelsea a better team. But I don't know. We'll see. Like they're still it's basically kind of running the same team back and then seeing what difference Sonia can make. So I'm not we'll see. I gotta see us play before I make any predictions about Champions League.
Is that lady gonna keep on putting not Charlie Baltimore out outside back?
Oh God, man, I just like we have fullbacks, just use them. Like Neem Charles.
Like, did she not watch the
Nope. She said nope. Not today.
Nope. Like she balled.
Did she not watch the WSL season before she got there, where Neem Charles was one of the players of the year finalists, like playing left back?
She didn't. Like, why do you know the answer? She didn't watch that. She was like, "Nah, we don't need that. That didn't matter. I wasn't there."
And the thing that's like, it's doubly frustrating because Sandy Baltimore is like really good as a forward. Like the contributions she makes, especially like with her potency in front of goal. Like, yeah, you should want her as forward. I mean, now with Lauren James out,
we saw her movies in Switzerland in the Euros. Like, what are we talking about?
Again,
like, I
right?
understand.
Yeah. Even when she played left back and got forward, when she got into those final third positions, she was lethal. So I hope we see more Neem Charles. And like with Lauren James out, I hope Sandy Baltimore gets more opportunity to play in the front line because I think that it's better for her and better for the team overall.
I hope you don't. I hope the team is trash. I hope they do bad. I hope all these things. Tom Bomb keeping it cute because y'all show bros. I don't care. hey,
Punk said, I ain't on that show. That's not my show.
He said, all I gotta do is just edit the audio. That's all I do, bro. Post on the internet. That's it.
So I'm trying to stay out of this.
I hate y'all.
Like, man, freaking Blue Co. Well, actually, technically, Chelsea women have nothing to do with that. So let me retract that statement.
Well, they kind of do. I mean,
yeah, they sell them to themselves.
It's a conglomerate. Like
they got sold,
really running
right?
things out here. Yeah,
the women's team got sold for $200 million, whatever.
Chelsea or men's team though, like getting Enciso to sign with Blue Co. to avoid the multi-club ownership rule. Oh my God. Like that's the type of lawyers that are getting paid forever. Like those bonuses this year are about to cash out. Because they were like, oh, we can't do this because we already have 3 players at Strasbourg. But if we sign them to Blue Co., we can still move them to Strasbourg. Like, I love it. I'm not hating. Like,
I don't get it.
Like,
Is Blue Co a club now? Like, how did
Blue Co is an organization, a motherfucking.
It's the same thing like CFG though.
Yeah,
it's
like,
not too different than CFG.
But I don't see
making it work.
But I don't see players signed to City.
Why are you complaining, Crunk?
We get CFG players and then we assign them to Troy's or wherever, and then from there they go wherever they go. I'm pretty sure that's what happened with Savino.
The Savino, like it's the game. Like I respect the game. If you're gonna get around the rules, do what you got to do, bro. Like I truly admire it. I'm not hating. Like that's smart because Enciso can go. Like, and somebody's gonna hit. Y'all just like, hey, we're gonna put all these low $20 to $30 million darts at the bullseye, and then like somebody's gonna hit, and then you're gonna get a star.
That one came out of nowhere too. Mm-hmm. Like I didn't even know Enciso was on the market. Like I was like, what?
Bro, Brighton fans were so funny. They were just like, good riddance. He has a terrible attitude. Like Brighton fans were upset. Well, and they already like don't fuck with Chelsea because like the whole Caicedo situation and everything. So it's like,
but the owner loves Chelsea. He said like that's my favorite club. Like I love y'all. Like y'all spend us so much money. Come on, keep coming back.
Well, like I think Bowley and Clearlake and all them. Like you notice when you read the transfer rumors, it's always so and so has a good relationship with Chelsea. Arsenal, Man United, Brighton, yeah, look at the business the last few years. Like, it's a lot of business being done between those teams. Like, something that I think that we know this, rooting for the clubs we root for. But like English teams at the top anyway, kind of woke up one day and was like, "Oh, our players are expensive. We can't sell them to anybody." Like, it's difficult. I mean, like, actually, City has been one of the like underrated best-selling clubs in England the last few years. I mean, the summer that you all sold Jesus and Sterling, like, talk about getting rid of, like, okay, they're players, obviously. Like, I don't want to dehumanize them too much, but they are. It's also like an asset thing, right? And so you get rid of a depreciating asset at the perfect time for decent money. Like, you do that, and City have been very good at doing that. And so now these other clubs, like Chelsea, also have been like long term pretty solid selling clubs. Sometimes it's come back to bite them, like with De Bruyne, right? But like the thing I always say is that's gonna happen. Like, when you're just buying and selling that many players, there are certain players that are gonna play for your club at one point and not necessarily maybe like go on to make it somewhere else. But as long as you're keeping the right players and you're still winning, like, that just comes with the territory, I think. So you see, I always put Salah in a different category because from the time Chelsea had him to when Liverpool got him, there were like a few clubs. Like, Salah was a younger, more raw prospect when Chelsea had him. And even when he signed with Liverpool, nobody was looking at him like, oh, he's, going to be one of the greatest Premier League players ever. I don't think anybody saw that from Salah when he first signed. So that one, that's like, I just think like Liverpool did a really good job with him. But De Bruyne, to me, I've always maintained like that year he spent in Germany before Chelsea sold him, I was like, oh, this is an up and coming star. This, this they found one. They did the hard part with him, and then they just, they sold him for what seemed like good money at the time, but obviously we know how that worked out.
Yeah, it's no different than what City does with their academy and all these players that they sent away that are good now, but it's also 4, 5, 6 years after they have let them go and free, and it's like, would they have hit this under City? Yeah, Liam Delap. Yeah, he's cooking now, and it's specifically because he was able to go get first time, whatever. He's able to get good minute. Thank you, and he's able to just be the man, not have to worry about going back and forth. All right, are you on City? Now you're on alone. All right, now you're back at City, going on alone. Back on City. Are you ever good enough? I think that's the last thing that footballers can be thinking in their heads. Am I good enough? They just need to be able to focus on their game. So sometimes you just gotta let them go, and worst case, take that L and pay that extra money to bring them back. But it doesn't happen too often. It does not. Oh man. Oh. Man City.
Wait, can we get into the first week, Carl?
Please, go for it.
Because this team was very mid. Your men's team. Let's be very specific here. What the hell was that? Please explain yourself, because that was embarrassing.
Yeah, that was Chelsea still not figuring out how to counteract teams taking Cole Palmer out of the game. I also think you saw an example of the Levi Colwill injury having an impact, because Chelsea, like many of the top teams, attack out of a back three, and Cole was typically the middle of that back three, and one of the reasons he plays that role is because he can make line breaking passes, and so you didn't have that passing from deep. And I think and also Crystal Palace are just on a heater right now. Like, they've been I saw this tweet kind of going around. I didn't verify it myself, but something like last 10 matches going back to last season, they've played all the top teams like City, Arsenal, Liverpool, and the various competitions.
They haven't lost.
And they haven't lost. You know,
Glasner's so
like,
good.
Yeah,
so good.
It's like, it's I think probably Eze's last match with them, right? And so
possibly, yeah.
Yeah, and so it's all that going. So like, it's one of, actually I was disappointed, but I wasn't mad. I was like, okay.
One game.
But it was like a lot of what we saw last season, and like, to be honest, I was happy that they got the result in the end. You know, they at least didn't mess up. I thought they showed maturity at certain points. But I would definitely tinker with the lineup. And for me, I would start Esteval. Like, I know he's 18, but I thought when he came on,
you saw it.
he made a difference for sure. Like, he's just somebody who can create something out of nothing. And I think
so. What are your goals? I want to, because everybody, like, you won't win both trophies. Like, winning a double is almost impossible, right? Like PL and CL. But what are your goals for finishing in the Premier League and the Champions League as a supporter?
I would say a good, maybe realistic goal is finishing second. You know, like, I would love to see, like, that means you're probably in a title race at some point, and like you're making progress, right? And I think Arsenal and Man City are Chelsea's like next hurdles, right? And the Champions League, definitely making it to the next round. I would love a top 8 finish in the league. Like, if they could actually be one of the best teams in Europe in the first half.
So quarterfinals, Champions League, like
exactly. And then however the draw breaks, like, you know, you go from there. And then like at least a one deep cup run, you know, like a semifinal run, you know. But yeah, like, and you know, generally, I just wanted Chelsea to be in the mix for all these trophies, and I just want to see a continual improvement in the football. Like, I'm tired of watching the dreary, drab, boring possession football we've played the last few seasons. So,
hey, oh man, wait,
I respect that.
Yeah, he's always nice and honest. And if he does troll, then I can't tell at least. So good on you for that.
His best trolling work comes on the 12 when he trolls Treb. Like, it's so great. It's so fantastic.
I'm also in preseason for him.
So, I mean, you guys the men play West Ham on the weekend. Oh no, tomorrow. Oh, it's a Friday game. Hey,
Friday night football.
It's at West Ham, but West Ham, they're gonna have a tough seat. Yes. So, how are you feeling about your chances at West Ham?
They better look better than they did against Palace. You know, like in years past, like going to West Ham, especially on like a night game or something like that, you would kind of dread that fixture almost, especially if you're a London team. But last season they walloped West Ham at West Ham, and I don't think Graham Potter is it. So I you know, like the way
I'm speaking from experience.
Yeah, buddy. Man, you remember how we were talking about Gareth Taylor?
Bruh.
He's like the Premier League Gareth Taylor. Like,
that's Gareth played good football.
That's facts.
Gareth talking about my man on this.
That's
damn
facts.
Pod.
That's
Gareth
facts.
played good football, and I will never ever say he didn't.
Graham Potter did at 1.2.
Yes.
And then he went to a big club. Yeah, so I think that they should be whooping up on West Ham. I think that people should be stat padding. I think that they should be scoring at least 3 goals. Like, I'm expecting a much better performance tomorrow.
Okay. Well, please let people know where they can find you and the things that you do.
You can find me at Nicholsodian, like my screen name. That's NICHOLLSODEON. You can find me at on Blue Sky on Instagram. And you can find me at the 12, where Tom and I and Treb and Deep T talk about WSL. WSL in its preseason, going to be starting up in about a month, I think, less than at this point. Probably like 3 weeks.
No, 2.
2?
Yeah, bro.
Oh man, I'm not ready. I'm not ready for this season at all.
Can you say your handle again, just for Crump?
Hold on. What did they say on the radio? Go ahead and get the tape running. Whatever. We want to record it. So next time we just hit the button, just play it. You don't even gotta say it. Just hit the play button.
You got it, bro. 3, 2. Where can we find you?
Nicholsodian.
I appreciate it.
I just want to. I'm on record. The same recording.
There we go.
Hey, no, it's fine. You're great. it's my own show bros that are just like constantly kicking my back in, man. I can't do anything. No, I'm just
Kicking my back
absolutely
in.
love it.
This man doesn't even say ass anymore. Oh my god, what is happening? Kicking my back in? Get that Iowa shit out of here, bro. Like, kicking my back in. Fuck out of here, dog. That's that corn shit. That's that corn talk
picking
right
and
there.
choosing what
Not kicking my backhand. Oh my goodness.
This is the same man. This was the same man who in the last episode
chocolate.
Arcity. What? I don't even know what the fuck he said.
Arcicity?
Yes.
Arcicity. My bad.
I love y'all.
See, again,
thank you, Mark.
Kicking my ass. It was like, boom. I can't do it. Appreciate you, Mark.
Yeah, no worries, man.
See you, bro.
Take care.
Oh my gosh. Woo. Let's
Sorry,
go.
Kong. I had to.
No, I'm here for. I'm here for all of it, actually. It's the list stream. This is exactly what we're supposed to be doing. Final guess. Let's go. Back for the second time, I believe. So welcome her warmly, Shady Gang. Give it up for Swanick. How are you? Hello,
gentlemen. How are you? I'm good.
I'm good.
Doing well.
Yes.
Good to hear.
Very good.
Yes.
Very nice.
I'm happy that the internet decided to kind of handle itself for now, so that's good.
For now.
Yes, for now.
Don't jinx it. Yeah.
I will believe.
Hopefully.
Good thoughts. Good thoughts. Good thoughts. But your topic could talk about it forever.
It's a big one.
Yes, the World Cup coming up, and specifically our men's team and how they're setting up and doing. Oh my goodness! I guess how are you feeling about it and on things, because I am notoriously not the highest on the men's team.
Mm-hmm. I have mixed feelings.
Go
sorry.
Ahead. No. I was gonna say, before we go into the details of how they're gonna do and all that, I'm trying to understand why we gotta. I don't want to call it a civil war, but the unks, if you will, the old players versus the new players. It's like there's a battle. What is really going on?
There is. I think a number of things are going on. So there's a lot of content out there. There's a lot of podcasts. Not all of them are the same, as I'm sure you can attest to. And I think that there's a lot of interesting former players with very different perspectives, and they don't all come at the team the same way. Some of the former players, it's not all of the former players, but I think some of the former players have definitely come in swinging, maybe, or have been more critical than other podcasts and other pundits about the team. And it definitely seems that there's a bit of tension between certain former players and certain current players. I don't want to make it a bigger thing than it is. I think that both parties probably just want everyone to get playing and getting results and moving on. But for sure, there are certain former players that have made comments that have ruffled the feathers of current players. And I kind of see, I think both parties have a bit of a point, even though the overall effect is not helpful at all to a program that is struggling to get results and the attention of the hearts and minds of the American public. So overall, it's detrimental. I kind of see where they're both coming from. And to some extent, it's like, well, the stars of the team haven't been playing, so we have nothing to do but talk about them. And that's kind of creating a negative situation just by default of
that's
the way media works.
Meg, do you think that anything beyond round of 16 is realistic for the men?
I do.
Okay.
I think that you see, they've done that before. I think that you've seen teams, depending how they approach the World Cup, depending on the luck of the draw, the group that they're in, who they play when they get out of the group. You see teams like Morocco in the last World Cup that are riding, first of all, not just on the talent of the players in their team and the momentum that they have in the fans that were in Doha supporting the Moroccan team, but also just they were not afraid to just kind of shut down and play defensively, have a thick line of 5 in the back defense. They weren't interested in playing the beautiful game. They were like, we're just going to not let you score, and that's going to get us further than we've ever been for. So I think a number of things will impact how this U.S. men's national team does next summer, how they play, who they play. There's always a bit of chance. Do I think that the U.S. men's national team is one of the best teams in the world? I don't. But do I think that there is a chance that they get past the round of 16? For sure. Do they make the final? Probably not. But past the round of 16, I think it's possible. Do you guys think
that
it's
is
possible?
so much more? No, I don't.
No, I don't. Do you think that?
Go ahead.
Do you think that they're the defenders are there to do that? Like, I think I understand where you're coming from, but I'm also hesitant about the defense, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. No, it does. Well, I think that first of all, a massive question is who will be the defense. First of all, like there's certain positions on the field. We're heading into next summer with question marks across the field in very key positions. So we don't even know who the center back pair is. We don't know who the goalkeeper is. We don't know who the striker is. But defensively, I mean, Chris Richards is one of the center backs. Outside of that, are we going to rock up to the World Cup with Tim Ream at 39 years old?
If Tim Ream starts, Meg, we riot. I'm sorry. I cannot take a country serious that is starting a 36, 7, 8-year-old man in an international tournament. I can't.
Shout out to Nicholas Otamendi.
Like, I can't. I don't believe that we have the talent to be. I'll give you round of 16. There's no way we can make the quarterfinals. I can name 10 countries right now that I think are just better at soccer than America. Like it does.
Okay, by a wide margin. But by a wide margin, I would say talent-wise, cohesion-wise. I mean, we're playing in this upcoming window. They're going to name the roster next week. We're playing South Korea and Japan. We could get wrecked by both teams.
Easily.
Absolutely run through.
And I hope it happens. I want it.
Do you?
So do you
need
think
to be humbled?
Yes.
Oh gosh. So do you think it's going to be the fans who help take the team over? Because with Morocco, yes, they were riding the momentum, but the support of the fans, the energy, the love that they were able to get, that really benefits. The World Cup is in America. In theory, that should be helping out, but the vibes as Americans being proud of being Americans is at a 60-year low, 80-year low. So it's like, how are you feeling? Like, do you think it's gonna be the fan base?
No, I think that, I mean, outside of the sport, but also inside of the sport, we're in a very strange place, to put it mildly. And I think, I mean, the last time I was at a game, it was when they were in Nashville playing Switzerland, and they got wrecked by Switzerland, embarrassed off the field. None of the first team players were there. So for all of the caveats necessary, Christian Pulisic needed a break. Tim Weah, Weston McKennie, they were in Club World Cup. So all of those necessary caveats that this was not our first team. We got embarrassed by Switzerland. Switzerland, by the second half, was letting us chill. They were not going for it once they had a 4-goal lead. And the team got booed off the field in Nashville at halftime and at full time. They're not filling stadiums. Fans are not happy. Players are making comments, fighting with former players. I did not expect the mood surrounding the team of committed fans to be this negative right now, let alone the broader country. So, no, it's hard to imagine a situation. And I hope that between now and the World Cup, they get results or their stories get told, because I think individually there's a lot of really interesting players with very interesting stories that could capture the public beyond just Christian Pulisic, who has an interesting story. But, Tim Weah, Weston McKennie,
50 times.
Yeah, to his detriment, but to make
Yes.
money on his part, but also to his detriment. Like, he's the best player. We tell his story over and over, but there's a lot of interesting stories that we could tell to capture the minds of the public. But I hope otherwise. But they're playing 2 games in Los Angeles and a game in Seattle. I don't know who they're going to play, but you could definitely see a scenario, depending on how the draw goes, where they're playing a team where there's a diaspora that vastly outweighs the U.S. men's national team, and it's like 10% U.S. fans versus 90% Morocco fans even. But, you know, like, so no, I don't think that they're going to be carried by the fans, and that's not going to be something that propels them. But I do still think that they could go far. I'm not completely negative on them, but no.
Yeah, that's fair.
Is there an argument that Balogun might be the most important player in this setup? Because I feel like we've lacked a clinical striker for a long time, and like his talent is there. We know the talent, but like he hasn't been able to play consistently. How do you think his like ability to perform could help the team?
I think he was the best player in the Copa America, and the Copa America was obviously a disappointment. They became the first host country to ever lose in the group stage of a Copa America, which is not great. Losing to Panama because we went down to 10 players didn't help, but I thought that Balogun was the best player in that tournament. His injuries over the past year, and injuries are keeping him from getting fully back on the field for Monaco, but yeah, I mean, I think when I think about the next year for players abroad, he's one of the top players that I think, if he's healthy, if he has a big year, if he can translate the skill that he has, that we know that he has and we've seen that he has, to the U.S. men's national team, absolutely, he could be a game changer for this team. And yeah, I do think that he was, I would say, the best player for the U.S. in the Copa America when that tournament happened. I'm also a big Ricardo Pepi fan, I'll say. So in terms of the striker situation, like both of them, I'm like, what players am I watching more than everyone else? Both of them. You know, we could play with 2 strikers. Who knows what'll happen? But yeah, both of them, injuries, bad luck, different situations. But yeah, no, Balogun's very talented. And if he's healthy, he can make a huge difference.
I want to watch Ligue 1. I need them to figure out how to make that easy, because Monaco with Pogba, Fati, Balogun, like that's just the type of situation I want to watch on a Sunday afternoon. Like, I hope they figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, for sure.
Devin mentioning Luna, he is the hot hand at the moment, but that's a whole less than a year from now. It'll be interesting to be able to keep him in form, confident, all of those things that are needed leading up to a World Cup. It's one of the, I guess, dark horses for the club that could make things happen or really be beneficial. If not, I'm sure the easy answer is yes, but are there any players that you think could potentially step up leading to the World Cup or in the World Cup that doesn't get the love and attention that
what he
is
really
needed?
wants to say is like, who are the MLS players that are going to be in the World Cup?
There will be some. There will for sure be MLS players in the team. Diego Luna, for sure. I mean, I think Diego Luna, Chris Richards, and Malik Tillman were the biggest winners, and maybe Matt Freese of this past summer. So like, we weren't missing the first team. It was a strange summer. We did okay against Turkey, got wrecked by Switzerland. I enjoyed watching the Gold Cup, but it was frustrating at times because we're a year out from the World Cup, and you're watching it like, this isn't the team that's going to be in the World Cup. So how much are we actually learning? I mean, I'm entertained, but what are we learning? Well, we learned that Diego Luna can be a guy for this team, and we learned that Malik Tillman can be the guy that we hoped he would be for this team, that we kind of knew, but he hadn't really been getting the minutes for the national team. Chris Richards delivered like we knew he would, and Matt Freese proved that he's incredible with penalties and can be one of the goalkeepers. And the goalkeeper position, I think, is probably going to get filled by an MLS goalkeeper, to answer your question. Matt Turner, newly back to MLS, Matt Freese in MLS, Zach Steffen. I mean, there's other candidates to squeeze in there, but I think that we'll have a heavy MLS goalkeeper situation. Outside of that, MLS-wise, yeah, Diego Luna is a front runner. The midfield is very talented, and I think that for sure it's a dense pool, and how they all do at the club level is going to matter, but how they translate that is going to matter too, because there's a lot of midfielders who do really well for their club, like Johnny Cardoso, for example, that have never seemed to really translate that at the national team level. So Diego Luna killing it in MLS. I think he decided in part to stay in MLS and not seek a transfer abroad because he didn't want to rock the boat and lose playing time with a transfer, which is an interesting decision. You know, some people have criticized it. I kind of think it's smart, to be honest. Like, if you're one of Landon Donovan's critiques that Tim Weah and Christian Pulisic were pushing back on in that recent episode of the Pulisic series on Paramount that went viral. So one of the clips that they were pushing back on was Landon Donovan saying that no one in this generation is really the guy on their team. So there's a different, yeah, they're all abroad. They're all at Milan. They're in the Premier League. But if they're injured, if they're absent, the team is fine. And I think that that's a valid point to make. You know, like, they're not the guy. They're role players. They're all role players. But Diego Luna is the guy for his team, for Salt Lake. So he, I think, could definitely make the team of the MLS players that could make the team.
Is the point that Landon was making there? Oh, sorry. The point that Landon's making
no, that's
there
okay.
is
I just saw the comment about Tillman.
Yeah. Was that just to say basically there's a different level of pressure that comes with being the man on your team as opposed to just being another player? Because most of those players that we're naming, if they come back to MLS, they would be in that top 1 to 2 players on their team. So it's not that they don't have talent. It's just that they've gone to it. They instead of being a quote unquote big fish, small pond, they went to a bigger pond and now they feel like smaller fish. When reality is they're the same size. It's just that the pond has gotten bigger. So do you think his point there was just saying you don't have the pressure week in, week out. So therefore, when a tournament comes around, you don't know how to handle the pressure? Because if that's the case, I can deal with that. I can accept that. But everything else just seems like Landon throwing shots for no reason.
He can be a bit of a hater. He definitely comes out swinging, I think. I think both. I think I don't know what he meant, is what I will say. I'm not sure what he meant entirely. He might have meant more than the valid point within what he said. And I agree with you that the valid point within what he said is that there is a difference, I think, between being the relied upon player versus the role player. You know what I mean? Like, and most of the players on our team are role players for impressive clubs. Not across the board. I would say, like, of the ones that are abroad, Christian Pulisic is more than just a role player. Anthony Robinson, more than a role player. A variety of them, when they're healthy, more than a role player, or have been, depending on the club that they're at. But yeah, I'm not sure what Landon Donovan meant. I do sometimes think that maybe because he didn't succeed abroad, or he definitely strikes me as someone that wants to push back on the narrative that you have to chart your career abroad to be successful. And his track record at the national team, it is. And I can see where he wants to push back on it. I mean, he's, I think, tied with Clint Dempsey for the most goals on the national team. Like, he's one of the best players that has performed for the national team. He has repeatedly delivered in those big moments and didn't need to be succeeding abroad to do that. So I get where he's coming from. I don't know what's going through his head. It's possible he just has a chip on his shoulder. So I don't know what he meant. But I agree with you that, yeah, potentially the validity of his point is in delivering in the big moments as the big player versus the big. I mean, that's the big question. That's one of the big questions for this team is what's the right balance between being a small fish in a big pond or a big fish in a smaller pond. The Major League Soccer is not the smallest pond in the world, but it's not.
Sure,
it's not the Premier League.
It's
not
like
Serie
what
A, it's not
it's
the
the
Bundesliga.
12th biggest pond in the world, something like that.
It's a medium-sized body of
it's
water.
decent. Yeah.
You would need a floaty. Like, it's not like you can just walk out in it. You know, like you got to be a little bit above
Yeah.
ground. It's like 8 feet deep, right? Like you're not going to drown too easily, but you can't walk in it. You know, that's where we
Right.
are. It's okay.
Oh,
As someone who does not know how to
Wow.
swim, really, that 8 feet is frightening.
8 feet's
for
a
me.
lot.
I mean,
It does
I
what you
can,
need,
I can,
right? You
I
know,
can
like, oh, I
start on
gotta know
that
how to
side and then
swim.
swim my way to the 6
Oh,
feet
yeah.
as long as it's close
Mhm.
by. But I got to stand up because I can't come
Like,
up with
I
whatever.
think
That's
really
a
the
long
number
story,
is 10 feet, right? 10 feet makes you have to swim. If you can't swim, 10 feet is too deep. In America, yeah, you know, it's cool. Sorry.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Doug got the part with those
He said
facts.
he should have empathized. He should have empathized.
Yo, he's so soft. I want to say this as after 2.5 years, Landon Donovan comes off like a bitch because how dare you not admit that you took the sabbatical as well? Like, that's the part I don't like. Be honest about what you did and then give some critiques about today. But like, the game of football has evolved. Like, I don't think Landon Donovan makes it
Yeah.
to Europe. He's not good enough by his own like metrics and what he did to play in this age. Like, Christian Pulisic's a better footballer than Landon Donovan. I'm sorry. Like, I've watched them both. I don't think like you can even like rate them. Tim Howard, you can be a goalkeeper today. Landon Donovan is not a striker or a winger in 2025. And I think like he's a huge hater. And I hate that he like has a platform because those players like Tim Weah, like he called him evil. That was a lot. But
That was a lot.
it was heavy. But he's a hater. Like, he's just a really big hater. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I think
Wait,
Steve
I'm not-
Sampson, if I'm not mistaken, former coach of the U.S. men's national team, had come out and said actually a lot of these players criticizing the team now had asked for the summer off. So they had wanted the same thing. And I do want to say that I think Christian Pulisic asking for a time off is valid. You know, it was frustrating this summer to feel like we only have so much time for this team to prepare. So many of the main players are missing for a variety of reasons. Some of them by request, like Christian Pulisic. Yunus Musa had personal reasons. So a lot of them injury or recovering from injury, Club World Cup. So it was frustrating to have those two really interesting friendly opponents in Turkey and Switzerland, and then none of the players there to play them. It felt like a waste to some extent. And then the Gold Cup. So it was a frustrating summer, but at the same time, the schedule, the international football schedule is all really crowded, and I'd rather Christian Pulisic be healthy. So I get it, and I get where they're coming from too. I'm sure you guys know how media, one person makes a comment and then everyone has to respond, and then things become really out of control really quickly. So. Yeah, and I agree also. Landon Donovan can definitely be a bit of a hater, I think. So.
Yeah. Also, credit to you as a big J journalist, as we say on this show, because you said Turkey, and I was like, that she's real. She does her goddamn job. Because most people still say Turkey in 2025, but you didn't, and I admire that because I would have fucked up.
Yeah.
So you're a real one, Meg. You're a real one.
Doing my best, yeah.
Oh man, that's great. Oh man. Oh. Okay, well, we'll have you on again in a bit, so we can and we'll have you on as like if obviously if you have time to just fully you, so we can talk about this U.S. men's team, and this sounds like a really fun conversation that I'd like to continue, but. It's been a very successful lit stream. Thank you for coming on. Please let people know where they can find you and the things that you do.
Thank you. Yeah, I would love to come back and talk more. You can find me on Twitter at Meg_Swanick. And I have a Substack, swandive.substack.com.
Hey.
So you can find me there. Thanks for having me.
I love it. Yes.
Thanks so much, man.
Thank you. Yes.
Appreciate
See ya.
you.
Oh, man. Wowie. What an amazing show for you. Big ups to Carrie. to Nickelodeon and Meg Swanick. I'm happy. See, and she's a legend
Eric,
because
I'm gonna need you to just like give Crunk like pep talks like that, like once.
That wasn't a pep talk. He ridiculed me in front of everybody.
But his point is, you got it right like two straight times.
Worked.
So whatever happened,
Wow. Instead of good job, Crunk, for saying the name right, it's Tarek. Make fun of him more. I see how it goes.
Tom,
see how it goes.
Devin wants you to talk about your shirt. Can you let the people know what that means? What it references? Vaguely, because I know you got to show up in press boxes. So vaguely.
So shout out to Tamara Griffin of The Athletic. You can find her latest article about the match that I was at.
It was hot.
Where it was really, really, really hot. And we found out all about wet bulb globe temperatures. She, after Savvy King had a medical incident at BMO Stadium, when the commissioner was having a press conference during halftime of this match about unwell, and then Tamara Griffin asked her questions about like, well, what basically like, were you awake when this happened? And like Jessica Berman gave her this BS answer, and she said, respectfully, you're the commissioner. So that is what my shirt says. Respectfully, you're the commissioner. So
respectfully. That's all you can do.
Respect.
You can say anything after respectfully. You can say like so much after respectfully. I do it all the time. It's great. It's a great show.
And to just respectfully, you should no longer be the commissioner.
Ooh. Brum, brum, brum. That was crazy. Off the top rope.
I appreciate you, Doug. Legend, absolute legend.
Absolutely.
Yes.
He's a red who comes and loves us and supports us. Him and Devin, love y'all boys. You know, I respect it. You know, shouts to the DMV holding it down.
Right.
Best region in the country.
Yeah.
No shade.
Our shade, you know, you can't be the best without offending some people.
I'm just saying,
like
I got a rep for my set. Clips told me to speak for my people. So when Pusha T says we all got to unite and just big up each other, I'm with it. Like, yeah, I'm with it.
Oh, man. Okay, so we are done. Next week, we have American Citizen on. We have the 12 member, Treb Tracy. And we have, wow, it's kind of, I mean, we swapped Chelsea with Arsenal, but then we have Donald Wine too. Donald Wine, okay, my bad.
Don Vino,
who's going to come on, and I'm sure we'll talk some DC football. We'll talk some USMNT, USWNT. It will be great times. Sorry, there you go. Yeah. Okay.
Salute. There we go.
We will be back Saturday, bright and early, for a watch along.
Oh, we are?
I mean, I'm gonna be up.
I'm down. I'm down, bro. I'm with it. Let's get it.
It's the beginning of the season. We can't not
like
6:30 is the break. Like
Tom,
6.
You ain't gotta be there.
If the game is
half, I got you on the first.
Exactly.
I got you.
If the game starts at 6, pass. 6:30, I can do.
And that's our only one of the season right now. It's literally the only time we have a 6:30 Central, 7:30 Eastern start.
Okay. All right. I'm
do your best. You know.
Okay. I got you.
Oh my gosh. All right, everybody. We will see you tomorrow or Saturday. We will see you shortly. There we go. You know the vibes. Shady gang.